Introduce yourself, tell us when you're from, and when did you take the course?
Okay, my name is Brian Lombard. I am from Northern California, and I took the course the July session. So I started end of June, and I finished end of July.
Awesome. Why did you decide to take a TEFL course?
I always wanted to move back overseas. I spent some time in Europe when I was younger, as a teenager, and I always want to come back, and I always want to teach English specifically. It runs in the family. I had my uncle also taught English in Korea, so I kind of want to follow similar to his footsteps.
Awesome. Why should someone choose TEFL Worldwide Prague?
It's a pretty unique setup. You have people from all over the world coming to do the same exact thing, which is kind of amazing. And a great support system throughout. All the teachers there were very supportive. I had nothing but positive things to say about TEFL from the get-go. But yeah, I would suggest it anyway.
Awesome. What did you think of the trainers on the course?
The trainers, yeah, oh my gosh, they gave so much amazing feedback, much needed feedback. I had to bug them several times. I probably annoyed them a lot, but they were very helpful and supportive throughout the whole process.
Great. After graduating, did you feel prepared to teach English?
I did, yes. I think I had all the tools I needed. I just needed to actually just find a job and be more aggressive. But yeah, absolutely. I was ready from the get-go. And yeah, absolutely.
Great. So how easy was it to find a job?
I found a job like a week and a half afterwards with IJB. It was pretty easy to find a job. Finding private students was a little bit trickier, but I eventually started to find them. I just had to try. So, yeah.
Did you get support looking for work?
Yes, Cheryl she reached out to me pretty early on in the process. I think it was less than a month after I graduated. She checked up on me and asked how I was doing and asked if I had any questions, and I did. She answered them, and they helped out. So I started using Teacher Creature to help me.
Yeah. So why did you choose to come to Prague?
I'm a history nerd, so Prague is a very unique and extensive history, and it's right there smack dab in the middle of Europe. You're centrally located to any major city in Europe, and it's clean, it's fun, great beer, great food, so I always want to come here.
Have you done any traveling since you came?
Yeah, my fiance and I did a little traveling. We went to Brussels, we went to London. We've done a little traveling in Czech Republic, but we still have so much more to see.
How do you like living abroad?
I love it. So I've missed it. I lived abroad in about 8 years or so, 9 years. So I'm kind of addicted to moving overseas. I always want to come back overseas, and I'm glad I'm here.
And you're teaching now?
Yes, I am.
So what kind of classes do you have?
Right now I'm teaching post-secondary, so most of the students are about 18, 19, 20 years old. They're in their gap year, a lot of them, and it's a lot of fun. And then I have several professional students. They work for AZD, I think I'm saying correctly, and they're just looking to just enhance their work environments. Really, I mean, a lot of them go to all these different meetings around Europe, and they need to speak English, so I help them out.
Great. Are you thinking of going on to teach in any other countries?
Yes, I thought about it a lot, actually. I wouldn't mind going to Korea and also Vietnam. It's probably my number one seat after Prague. Yeah.
Cool. And do you hang out with other teachers?
Yeah, I don't spend as much time as I'd like with other teachers, because they definitely can relate to each other. You guys can complain with one another. It definitely is important to complain a little bit, not too much. But I don't hang out with as many as I'd like, but yes, I would like to hang out with more.
Great. How do you keep in touch with the TEFL community?
Mostly through Facebook, I think. I think Facebook Messenger is probably the easiest way to communicate. I know, like Cheryl, she's emailed me in the past. She responds pretty quickly. But yeah, Facebook is probably the number one source.
How about the location of the school in Prague?
I thought it was cool. It's definitely not, obviously it's not in the city center, but it's kind of nice. I thought it was nice to be away from the city, but also it's pretty easy to go to the city center. So it's not like I had to travel really far on the weekends. It was pretty easy to travel around. I mean, the metro is right there, so I thought it was a great location.
And you lived in student housing?
I did, yes. Yeah, so I lived up in the villa. So if you do, it's amazing because you get to work out and you have to hike up the hill at least twice a day, maybe more.
Well,
And-
first you hike down the hill and then you hike
yeah.
up the hill.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But some people forget their things and have to go and take another trip during lunch. So, yeah, I had to do many of those.
Anything else you'd like to say about TEFL Worldwide?
I don't know. It sounds kind of cheesy, but like it has maybe a better person, more confident, speaking in front of people. If that's ever like somebody's not one of their strong points, and like this is definitely a great opportunity to test yourself and push yourself. And I'm light years more experienced and more comfortable in front of people, in front of crowds. So, yeah.